Hello, I'm Alison Price and I'm a volunteer with the Rosemary Foundation. The Rosemary Foundation came to my rescue 2 years ago. My husband had leukemia and despite all the treatment that he had been given, we were told that he only had a few days to live. David's request was to spend his last few days at home, and the Rosemary nurses were able to grant this request for him. I will never forget the way they looked after both of us, and because of that I became a volunteer because I wanted to give something back.
I'm also a volunteer with the Rosemary Foundation. My husband died 5 years ago. I'd nursed him for 10 weeks on my own and needed the support, and to have the phone number where I could ring at any time of day, to have the nurses come in every morning was the only way I was able to keep him at home. You might like to hear some of the comments from the letters we've had of other people who have been helped by the foundation.
Yep.
I'm just writing to thank you for your wonderful support during my husband's last few days. You were able to make him comfortable and remain at home to the end. We'd like to praise your nurses that attended my mother during her last week. She was an angel, both to my mother and as we as a family. Nothing was any trouble for her, too much trouble for her. She explained everything that was happening and she was just a lovely person, gentle in nature and softly spoken. We couldn't have asked for anyone nicer and more professional. Thank you for sending her to us.
I'm Peter Jackman. I also work in the Rosemary Foundation office as a volunteer, and I have here a letter which was received by us, and I'd like to read it out to you. This is just to say thank you for the invaluable support I had in my husband's last days. I was in desperation when I phoned your office. A nurse was with me within the hour. Without your professional support, I would have been unable to keep my husband at home.
On final letter, I find it impossible to adequately express my thanks for the Rosemary nurses' care and kindness. Whenever I telephoned your office, I was always answered by a friendly, reassuring voice, and we have much appreciated your calls of support.